Hey, but why even risk it?
DK Phobos. Unlikely to challenge here. Looks like Super will get that first bounty rune. Ice in the event is going to go and try and take that bounty rune, and he gets it successfully. The question is whether or not he's going to be able to get away with that one unscathed. He's going to be able to get a really good body block with the shackle over the top, and Illidan looks like he will be the one to claim the first blood. No, it's going to be G taking that last hit instead. But nice choice by God. Split second there, choosing to level up Shackle Shot, allowing the Gyrocopter to have time in order to get there for the Rocket Barrage, able to take that first blood.
Yeah, and he's going to get harassed pretty heavily, but this mid lane, FNG decides to try to go for the courier. Isn't quite there, though.
Nice.
See? And you want to try to get aggressive with these as much as possible.
Got the charge on Super, as well as the ultimate from the Spirit Breaker. Slowed down by the Gyrocopter ult, and G will take yet another snipe at those kills.
Yeah, 6-1 and 14. It's so hard to go up without vision there. But Vici Gaming, they might just decide to go for a smoke of their own immediately after. And this is such an odd time because VP were actually the ones playing aggressively.
Oh, they saw the charge. DK Phobos actually running into the smoke. Now the ultimate goes out from the Gyrocopter. They have the Winter's Curse locking down Illidan. Burning's going to come forward, blows out the Sonic Wave as well. Do they have the heal? Oh no, FNG's not here in time. DK Phobos going to be the next target. Lil comes forward, trying to go for Ice, but a Cold Embrace will help save the Slardar. Nice Shackle Shot, preventing Vici Gaming from keep on going forward. Ice does his Blink Dagger up, and he's going to go for Lil. Locks him inside of the trees. Burning jumps on top of him as well. Shallow Grave will be able to buy him some time, and that's why Super throws that stun over to FNG instead. The Shackle Shot doesn't last this time around, but Fenrir almost gets blown up. Unfortunately, another good Cold Embrace from FY does save yet another ally. Virtus.Pro stumble into just the wrong team fight. It's a trade 1 for 4.
That was so intelligent by Vici Gaming, the way that they set that up. The smoke fails from VP, so they immediately gather up as 4 because FNG has shown himself at top, and that was supposed to be the bait for VP. You show FNG at top, they don't naturally assume that you're going to go for your own gank. So Vici Gaming know that at the very least that's a 4v5 fight, and because FNG had a TP to that top lane, there's almost no way that they're going to win that.
And they're actually going to try and take Roshan here, but Virtus.Pro, they're going to be able to run into this one, but the initiation comes out from Ice. They're going to try and blow up Illidan first, but he gets off the BKB. Super turns around, 2-man stun from that unstable concoction, and they will be able to get out. Winter's Curse now laid onto Lil, trying to pop that hero, but Visage is still alive. Burning comes forward and finishes him off, but farther up, they get a Shackle Shot onto the Slardar. Now they're going to be able to get FY as well. Vici Gaming coming forward. Nice charge from DK Phobos, pushes a couple back, but VP are actually going to try and make the retreat, and they're splintering off. DK Phobos is going to be the first one to TP out, and Vici Gaming may be happy with this one. Might just look to take Roshan instead. Virtus.Pro still hanging around, but they lost DK Phobos. He will be able to charge in.
That
Shackle Shot comes in. Burning's giving his target, but the unstable concoction buys Burning time. He actually gets away with the blink, and God is going to be stunned up. It goes for Fenrir instead with that minus armor. Will be able to get that one kill, and Illidan, he actually found the Queen of Pain, able to take her out, and Vici Gaming will be the ones to lose for this time.
That's constant bird control from Lil too is what's enabling them to win that fight, because he was so instrumental in disrupting the fight as much as possible. And
is that how they spotted out the Queen of Pain? Because she was stuck in the trees.
Yeah, he was just hitting him with the birds.
Nice.
He continues to play out that fight, and despite the advantage that it looked like Vici Gaming had for a little bit, like they were fighting in a choke point.
Ice, the 3-man stun. They're gonna go for Illidan. The minus armor with the unstable concoction, and Super just takes him out in one hit. God, he's gonna start backing away, but the Shackle Shot's onto him. FY, he's gonna catch up as well, slowing down G. They're not gonna be able to get Roshan in time, or they will. Lil gets the Aegis, but it's a disaster. VP have lost 3, and Lil may not even get out. Unstable concoction gonna be able to catch him next, and there just seems to be no hope for Lil in this coming life too.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna die here, and he was able to snatch the Aegis, which should slow down the aggression of Vici Gaming after this huge fight.
Oh, but that's even worse. I didn't even notice that Vici Gaming were the ones who got the kill on Roshan, so they at least get that bounty for themselves, even if the Aegis is negated.
Exactly. They were able to grab it with the Acid Cloud, I believe. I think that was the only thing that was in there. And that was pretty unfortunate for
Gaming are always going to be able to have the better control of the map via Super. Unstable concoction coming in, does manage to stun up too. FY not go for the Winter's Curse, but he will be charged up. Now the Gyrocopter ultimate gets laid out. Now the Winter's Curse laid out onto DK Phobos with Sonic Wave over the top. It looks like Spirit Breaker might be going down. Illusion's chasing him, but Illidan does take out the Tombstone first. Unstable concoction landing on 2 once again. Super is nailing these ones. Meanwhile, Ice actually just stunning up God, making sure he can't get back into the fight. As Illidan desperately needs the help, but he's not going to get it in time. G comes comes in, will be able to take out Burning, but Super comes in with yet another unstable concoction, slowing down G, does get the kill before DK Phobos can push him back out, and VP are gonna fall one by one until Vici Gaming have it all.
And that's a 5-man wipe. This is so disastrous for VP as they're just not scaling in items anymore. If you look at the Gyrocopter's farm, he has the BKB, he has the Helma Dominator, but they're even pinging out as they're moving.
If no one's pushing out the bottom lane, and they also have that aggressive vision in between the bottom and middle lane next to the base of VP, they know that VP have just completely disappeared off the map.
Yeah,
but if
Vici
they just stay on
want to take this fight.
Absolutely. To stay on the high ground, Shackle's trying, oh my god, what a long range one. Fenrir will get the save. The 3-man stun. Initiates with the 3-man stun. Winter's Curse on DK Phobos, but who cares? Birdie's come forward and just hit the biggest sonic wave of his life, taking out 4. DK Phobos to fall as well, and VP just got it utterly obliviated.
At that point, Virtus.Pro were kind of in a desperation area because they knew how far behind they were, so they go for the smoke, but Vici Gaming know that as well. They're thinking to themselves, okay, we're so far ahead at this point that...
Test, but how are they got to be able to find their opening 15 seconds? Now Ice making the jump on Illidan here, follow up, FY, and they just gets blown up. There goes the carry of VP. VP still going to try and fight it out, but immediately the Dazzle's going to lose his life. The Orchid controls him. DK Phobos not going to make an escape either. 3 down, looking for more. G is going to be the next one caught as Shadow Strike catches him out, tries to go for the TP away. Ice gets the stun in time. That's a 4th down for VP. And now a guaranteed Roshan for Vici Gaming, or they may not even go for it. They might as well just push out the bottom lane and try and end this thing.
I think you just continue to push right now. You don't really have to wait for the Roshan just because of how far ahead you are now. And Vici Gaming, they're on the Radiant side of the map, but that was pretty much something that VP had to do. You have to take that fight at that point. Right. Even if you don't have a smoke, because you're just getting further and further behind. With Aegis and Cheese on the side of Vici Gaming, there's almost no chance that you win that fight.
Heading on in through the middle lane to go straight to bottom without waiting for that creep wave. Lil, the only one to be able to defend, force stabs himself, does make a resummon, tries to go for the kill on Ice, but Cold Embrace stops that one in a heartbeat. And Vici Gaming will claim their 2nd laner racks. Virtus.Pro, their 3rd laner racks will stay intact, but that's only because that tier 2 has yet to be taken in the top lane.
And it looks like VP, I mean, they're still staying in the game despite the fact that they're so far behind. If we just look at the difference in net worth, it has to be near 30K. I'd imagine that the experience is in a similar area. They're going to make a go of this, though.
Oh, Shackle Shot on the Burning. That's going to be a good setup. Maybe they could take away that early Aegis. Nether Strike. Oh, what? Burning? No, the power shot snags him. And VP. Oh, Illidan actually wants to set this one up onto the ultimate. The ultimate comes out for the Winter Wyvern. TK Phobos immediately going to be the target, though, as he tried to charge in. Does manage to get the charge off. Still has the Nether Strike as well. Bumps back. Does manage to push around Super, but Illidan just doesn't have the damage necessary. And G couldn't even get close with Fenrir intercepting the rest of VP, making sure they cannot get uphill into that fight. FNG gonna try and hide away that gem, but Vici Gaming don't have to worry about kills anymore. They can just go straight for the top lane, and I bet they could even backdoor. Jump in, Ice, 2-man stun. Illidan's gonna throw out the ultimate as well, but it just does a pittance of damage as Vici Gaming just don't seem to be threatened at all by DK Phobos or Lil. They start trying to go for Fenrir, but a good Winter's Curse holds the rest of VP together, and they will fall together as well. 16-32 is the end score as Virtus.Pro finally called GG.
And just what a dominant performance by Vici Gaming. Every single time that VP decided to make a move, Vici Gaming were completely there. Remember when they went for the smoke on mid? VP, it fails. They instantly group up on Vici Gaming's side. They go for the smoke of their own, completely just outplaying them turn to turn.
Pro, I mean, they had the early start, though, with the Gyrocopter and everything else. Do you still feel like this is going to be a close series, or Vici Gaming, with this display of game number 1, just too far ahead?
This mid gank is a pretty decent timing, as the creep wave is going to come in. G is playing quite aggressively because of how low Super, but he might just surge FY forward and set this up.
This should be an easy setup for the Shadow Strike. They do have Lil Vici.
Oh, he's gonna get the
first blood on the Super first, and now they have the combo body block by Lil.
He's gonna get the bottle off.
Away, they turn around, get Ice. FY comes in.
Oh, he's not even gonna get it.
He's trying to get the kill, but God survives. Oh, the Shadow Strike takes him out, but Vici Gaming lose 3 in the process, and no one is there to collect that kill.
They don't even get the experience out of that. Well played by G, holding his ground, understanding with the drawer.
DK Phobos gets the charge away as well. Virtus.Pro making the moves in the early game to establish an early lead.
I mean, that was so well played by G. From a mid player's perspective, he just holds his ground. He understands he's got enough damage. Super only
for the Night Stalker. feel pretty confident. Charge coming out. He's still going to keep going here. Super is going to be almost stunned up. If Fenrir is able to interrupt that combo, but they still get off the ultimate now. Lil's going to be able to come in first. We've seen this story before, and once again, the Queen of Pain is going to go down. DK Phobos is the target, but they do have the Ice Blast coming in. DK Phobos turns, will get the charge out. Looks like the Ice Blast missed on FY, but they'll still be able to get the kill. Lil keeps on going. He's got another nuke. Will be able to finish off the vegetable spear. Turns out of Burning. It will try and find him too. The birds don't have the stun just yet, but it looks like Burning. Doppelganger away does have the wand and will be able to get out with a little bit of extra heal. Illidan's trying to catch up desperately. Will have his down. Now the charge, the Lil, they're going to be able to catch him out. The slow, and they have just barely enough. No, ice. He saves him with the mech and gets Burning away to safety.
What an insane chase by both teams. FNG understanding that if he can get another Ice Vortex off, maybe that slows enough just to connect with the birds, but the right-click damage just isn't quite there for them.
FY running into G here, and in 9 times get a long duration silence, 5 seconds on him.
He's gonna this right.
No, it's gonna be hot. It have both the leg striker call for Lil. It's not. They delete. Be a good play. Now charge coming. Plane is pumping, Burning. DK go actually pop on. Oh, what? Get Lil some serious with Visage. Trying on ring, but back up. Lil doesn't know. Sitting in.
Great rotation by recognize that Burning will accept to that. He's gonna
realize running it. Knife check is late. There it is. The combo comes out. Controlled up by Lil. Again, they get that.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Illidan and now lost the reach. Got to pick up. It was a little lucky, but it's still not worth the trip
right now.
Is it going to work out for Vici Gaming? G is the first one in. Ice Blast gets laid out. Doesn't really clip anybody, but they've already taken out the Vengeful Spirit. They're going to go for more. Burning is the target, but DK Phobos is actually being rebuffed. There's a good set of wall that's actually dealing a lot of damage to VP as they're actually forced to retreat here. Looks like they're going to be losing the Lil. Just tries to get whatever damage you can on the Super, but it's not going to be enough. On the right-hand side, nice 2-man Light Strike array, but it doesn't manage to save the Lina as FY gets charged up by DK Phobos. They're committing for this kill. Will be able to just barely get it towards the end, but Vici Gaming are just running away with the game. Illidan's actually taking out Super, and he's going to try TP away, but the Lance actually completes it in the end, and doesn't look like our Spirit Breaker gets out either. Ice setting up the wall that wins the fight for Vici Gaming.
I mean, VP were in such an awkward position because they were caught on the low ground, but instead of resetting the fight, they less.
Oh, Burning. He runs into an invisible Spirit Breaker, doesn't expect. Oh, the charge goes out. Instead of the ultimate, now pops another strike. Will be able to catch Burning. The Ice Blast over the top and turns the kill. They dig into vacuum wall of Sonic Wave over the top, but VP still looking healthy enough to turn around and fight. Ice has actually been stunned up. He has another stun. Fenrir will take that sacrifice, but he's actually enough. Ice still charged up. He ends up going down anyway. Fenrir couldn't save his ally. Throws himself needlessly into the flames, and Virtus.Pro take another 3 kills.
And this time, Virtus.Pro were able to reset the fight a little. He actually popped his aura too.
3 tower so quickly. The range Rax is gonna fall.
Oh, they don't have glyph for this.
They're really gonna fight. There's still an Aegis here for another 2 minutes. They start poking at Illidan, hoping to be able to get the swap out into a bad position. The Ice Blast is coming in for that team to intercept, but the Ice Blast hits on 2, and Lil, he's locking down. That charge right through. Now Super's gonna be the target. Can they get to 17%? It's not even needed. They take out 3. Will take over the melee racks, and VP staying strong here in game number 2, have taken the early control and are not letting up off the gas pedal.
And in that fight, they just had so many consecutive spells land for them. FNG over the top with the Ice Blast. DK Phobos hitting multiple heroes on his way to his main target, and G double-man Light Strike after 2-man Light Strike.
And now Virtus.Pro, they can play this pretty damn safe. They can go afford to just focus on some of these outer towers, wait for the next Roshan, because they've shut down Vici Gaming so much. The Phantom Lancer is an imminent threat, like he normally would be.
So if he gets swapped out like this...
Yeah, Illidan gets targeted, but he pops the BKB, now makes the turn. Fenrir, he's definitely going down. Burning's been silenced up. Super's being controlled up by DK Phobos. They turn their attention to that core. Now VP actually get a pretty decent vacuum roar surrounding them, but it's still the BKB from God, putting himself on the front lines, able to take out yet another core. FY's going to go down to the right-hand side. Virtus.Pro, though, they've made enough of a dent. They're going to start retreating now. Don't want to be sticking around that wall. They've already forced 1 buyback, and they can take this tier 3 tower at their leisure.
Yeah, and they're just going to call
there it is, GG. Virtus.Pro, you're talking about pumping the brakes. Maybe waiting for Roshan, but Virtus.Pro, they just cut the brake line. They keep on going through and take that second lane of Rax and force the GG by 28.5 minutes. And just as many of the analysts predicted, and of course you and I, Blitz, this series is easily going to be one of the closest of the winner bracket. We're going to go to a full game 3.
These teams are so close to each other, and this time around, they were able to utilize their early game advantage and finally start to snowball into the mid game. The Roche control is so important for a team like this, and the fact that they were able to get it